Didier, congratulations, Premier League champions. How are you feeling?
Great. It's good to come back and to win the league. It's an amazing feeling, really.
I mean, looking back over the season, can you mention any defining moments in the season?
I think personally, my first game, the when I came on, the reception at Stamford Bridge was amazing, and after that, there's some key games like the one against Man U, where I started for the first time and I scored my first goal since leaving the club. And for us also, it was a good test. After Man City, we wanted to see if we could challenge Manchester United, and we did quite well.
What part of the season did you get the smell? Because when you're going for titles, you know what it's like. There becomes moments where you say, we can win this. We have a chance here. Which part of the season was that?
It's quite funny because I think it's when we lost against Spurs. I saw the reaction after. We had some difficult games and were a bit tired, I think, in the second part of the season. But we still managed to win. Not playing well, but winning. So this is the important moments you can see, you can feel that nothing is going to really happen to you.
This is your second time with Jose Mourinho. Both of your second times back at the club. Is there a difference from the first time to this time? And what's better, the first or second?
I would say the first was better because I was part of it a bit more as a player. But there's a difference in the way that when I joined the team was a bit more mature. Like Frank, Makelele, William Gallas, all these players were, I think, around 24, 25 and plus. So this time the team is younger. And I can see and I can feel that there's a gap, they can progress together, so it's good for the club.
So which team would you say is better? The first time Didier Drogba was there at Chelsea, or now?
For now, he's the one who achieved the most. I think you would agree with me. He's the one who achieved the most, and I would say the first one. But the second one has, just winning the league without, being top of the league from day one till the end. The first one didn't do that. So let's see in the future.
Which is your favourite trophy that you've won?
I think the Champions League. The Champions League is the best feeling, especially the way we won it. When we lost it against
I was going to say that you lost against us. The situation where you got your red card. Yeah. I would have been sitting there thinking, "Whoa, my career can't end like this." So that hunger to win again would have been growing greater and greater as my career came to an end. Is that?
That's exactly what happened. And actually, I'm going to say something to you. The frustration came because I saw you guys at the end of the game were tired, you had cramps, stretching. I remember. You see, I remember. So I said to the manager to play with two strikers. We put Nico and me. Then we'll be 1 against 1, and maybe we'll have more chances to score. And but we stick to the 4-3-3, so it was easy for you guys to handle me. So the frustration came like that. So yes, after this red card, for me there was no way that I could leave the club without trying.
Did you feel a sense of responsibility? Did you take any responsibility for losing that game on your shoulders?
I think not for losing that game, but for letting my people down. Because I think we had chances to win it also. But this is
so did we.
When it's of course. But when it's not yours, that's something I learned. When we won the Champions League, that's something that I realized. When it's not your time, you can do everything. You're not going to win it. And when it's yours, you can concede 2 penalties in the semi-final and in the final. They won't score.
It was upstairs. It was your destiny.
Exactly.
Because like you said, the results leading to the final.
Yes.
You was lucky maybe to get to the final, but then obviously you've got to produce when you get there.
Yeah, you want to produce. Yeah.
So Didier, 2012, Bayern Munich, 88th minute, goal, Didier Drogba. Winning penalty, Didier Drogba. 4 FA Cup finals, goals, Didier Drogba. winning medals on Didier Drogba's neck. The ultimate big game player. How do you achieve this?
I think since I was a kid, I always dreamt of final, last goal or winning goal. You know, in Ivory Coast, I was playing with my friends in the street. You know, we used to cut a plastic bottle and put some candies inside as the cup final, you know? And we would play like this and try to score the winning goal because you know you're going to share after with your friends. And I think I just love being in front of people. And I think for me, football is a game, competitive game, but it's also a way to entertain people. And when I'm there, I want people to have fun. When I go to the stadium and watch the games, I want to have fun. So I try to give them fun by scoring goals in big games, and after it becomes like a good habit. Mm-hmm. You know, you want to score more goals in more finals and have an impact on the game.
So just talking about some individual battles over the years, obviously we played against each other quite a lot over the years, tough games. Who's been some of your most enjoyable and toughest battles you've played against?
I've always said you and Vidic. People say that I scored a few goals against Manu. I would say when I was scoring against Manu, I was really, really happy because I didn't score much. So for me to score against you guys means that I had a good game. So you two and Carles Puyol, because he's tough, he's a very good defender, but he's a gentleman.
So you prefer to play against the guys you could bully or the guys you could kind of, did you feel fear sometimes? Because you're a big guy and everybody knew about you being strong, liked contact. Did you feel sometimes in the tunnel even, I'm going to play against this guy, he looks scared, I can feel the fear?
No, but the thing is I had to adapt to this game. But this wasn't my game when I was in France. You know, I was always at the limit of the offside and running behind. And when I came to Chelsea, I became like a target man. You know, linking the game with Frank, with Arjen Robben. So I had to change my game to adapt to them. Because they, not only that they could dribble, but they could also score goals. So when I came at the beginning, I was thinking, I'm going to be the one, I'm the king, I'm going to score the goals. But you realize that you got people around who can make the difference, so you have to share. So I learned also how to change my game.
Who's the best player you've played with?
For me, I respect and I think Frank Lampard, because he's a hard worker, you know, and he didn't get there like this. He had to work hard, you know, and he's clever. He's clever, and for me, a football player is not only the one who kicks the ball, but it's the one who's smart.
It's good, I think, when a lot of people ask me and they say and I say, Frank, I mentioned Frank, and people say, he's maybe not as good to watch if you're wanting to see skills and wanting to see razzmatazz and big drama, but he's efficient.
No, he's efficient. He's efficient. And for me, I improved, you know, being next to him, because every day after training, me and him in front of the goal, working on the finishing. How do I want the ball? I want to receive the ball or not, and most is in most of my goals.
Well, you've done it to me once. You killed my dreams. You killed my summer. So was it Wembley, the first game at Wembley?
Yeah.
In the last dying minutes of the game.
Extra time.
Extra time, yeah. And my legs was hanging off. Everyone was tired.
Everyone was tired. I told Mourinho at that game that I'm dead, I can't run. And he said to me, just stay in the box, edge of the box, and you will have one chance. You know, so you have people like this who give you the confidence.
Sometimes, this is what I'm saying, the top players still need reassuring sometimes, don't they? That little push from the manager, the reassurance.
Exactly.
Is Mourinho one of his great traits?
Mourinho is great at this, really. Maybe he's not playing great, he's losing some balls, but he just needs one good ball in the space or one good pass and he will score. So when you hear this, you feel like, wow, they believe in me, the manager believes in me, so I'm going to show him that I can do it.
So what is next for you, Didier Drogba? Achieved so many great things in your career, won so many medals. What is next for you? What do you have to prove?
I don't want to be arrogant, but I feel that I don't have nothing to prove. I have a lot to give, you know, and some experience to share with the young players like Eden, like Willian, like Oscar, and all these boys. And yes, so I'm here. I'm trying to help them. And what is next? I think as a player, I did a lot. I achieved a lot, more than what I expected when I decided to make football my profession. And as a man, I just want to be accomplished, you know, to focus on my foundation, save lives, you know. This is something really important to me. So it's the next challenge.
Does that go back to your childhood? Because I've always seen you doing a lot of charitable work, not just in your own country, but around the world. And it seems like you've got a genuine passion for it. Does that come back from the way you was brought up?
Yeah, I think because I think that we, as a family, my dad was the first of the family, so he was the one who had to take care of all his sisters and brothers. And we, as kids, we lived together in a small place, so we had to share. You know, we had this thing where you have to share. You cannot eat alone. Like it's really bad. You know, you always have to share. So this is something I think that I still have, and which is very important for me.
Didier, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, take care.